This looks amazing. I love the brown color. Guys, let's cook this boneless chicken pilau, and with me here is half a kg of boneless chicken, and then I'm using basmati rice, the orange one, and I'll use this cup, 1 cup of this. So what I want to do is I want to soak my rice. I normally soak it for it to come out one moja moja. So I'll soak it, and then once it's well soaked, we can start cooking. Meanwhile, I can be prepping the onions because I know we'll need a lot of that. So yeah, as the rice is soaking, I'll be cutting the onions. So I don't have a tripod. My ring light broke and I have to use my hands. We'll see how this goes. Let's get into making the boneless chicken pilau. So I'm done prepping everything that I need. These are 3 large onions, and then I have my half kg of boneless chicken. I have cooking oil, salt, and then my rice that has been soaking. So I soaked it in a sufuria that I had used to boil this meat. That's why you see it looking like that. And then I have ginger and garlic paste over there. And then I have my pilau masala and my tomato paste. And that is all that I need to prepare this amazing pilau. Let's get straight into the cooking. I have my fire ready, so I'll just reduce this. This makeup can make you look like you don't know how to cook because the pressure. I'll just go ahead and add in my cooking oil. So pilau requires a lot of cooking oil, like mafuta ndio siri ya pilau. So yeah, let's see if that will be, I think that is enough because I'm not making that much of the pilau. Once that is hot, I'll just go in and add in my onions. So it also requires a lot of onion if you want to get that brown color. The color comes from the onions. I told you I'm using one hand to cook and one to hold the phone because my tripod did that thing. So those are all the onions I've used. So you can use more or less depending with the amount of pilau you're making. We'll allow that to cook until they are brown. The brownness is what will give us brown pilau. I'll keep stirring my onions so that they are evenly cooked, so that the downer ones are not burnt and then the upper ones are not cooked. My onions have begun to turn to brown, so we want them brown but not burnt. If they burn, then the pilau will taste like burnt offerings. So yeah, we need them brown but not burnt. At this point, I'll go ahead and add in the ginger and garlic paste. So I'll add in my garlic and ginger and then give this a stir. I'll also add in my chicken right now. Remember, we are using boneless chicken. ahead and add my 1 spoon of pilau masala. I'll also add in salt, and then give it a big stir. I'll also add in my tomato paste, and then at this point make sure your flames or your fire is very low, because we don't want the onions to burn, but we also need the spices to cook. It's very important for all the spices to cook well, so that watu wasiumwe na tumbo. So they are cooking nicely. The signs of the oil coming on top means the tomato paste is cooking well. So I wish I would have browned the chicken in oil before adding to this. That is a step that I skipped, but it's also important. When the oil is coming up, know that your spices are cooking well. So you keep stirring this until you're sure that your spices are well cooked. Again, I insist, let the spices cook well so that people don't have running stomach. Now this is ready for some rice, because I can see all the oil has come up. I'll go ahead and add my rice and give it a stir. So I'll just mix this until everything is well mixed. And as you can see, we already have that brown pilau color. Yeah. So that comes from the onions, I promise you. I'll go ahead and add 2 cups of water for this, because I had used 1 cup for rice. There you go. I'll allow this to cook, and then once the water has started becoming less, I'll cover with a foil. At this point, I'll just go ahead and cover this with a foil. There, I've covered it. I'll go ahead and cover with the sufuria's lid. So what you need to make sure is that the flames from down there is very, very little. The heat from the bottom should be very little. The rice should interfere even with the moisture or the heat that comes from locking it up. Let's see. So I had turned off the meko already. Wow, how amazing! That is how amazing our pilau looks like. Just see. Nice. Let's just go ahead and serve this. I had already made some kachumbari over there. This looks amazing. I love the brown color. I love that the color is not exaggerated. Perfect. With my kachumbari over there, you can serve this with guacamole. In case you don't know how to make guacamole, I have a video that I did on that. Check it out. So I'll just serve my banana as well on the side, and then I show you the final outcome. Final plate, our boneless pilau with a banana and kachumbari. Let me know, guys, what you think about this. Isn't it so easy and effortless to make? What other type of pilau would you like me to make for you? Talk to me on the comment section. Let's go ahead and taste this food. So here it goes. Here goes nothing. Here goes something. Here goes the pilau. Let me first taste the rice alone. Guys, the brownness comes from the onions. You have seen it with your own two eyes. Let me taste the chicken. Even better. And one with the banana. Another one with the kachumbari. Try this out. Let me know in the comment section what you think and what other type of pilau you'd like us to make on this channel. I'll gladly do it. Allow me to eat and finish everything up. So until the next one, guys, bye for now.